I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can. Hope you can hear me. You know, we worked on this wonderful project, and we kept asking, what are we forgetting? This morning it dawned on me, we did forget something. We forgot to include the flying deer head in the project. You class of 76ers may remember the day classmate Craig Capitani snuck a deer head into the school, hauled it up to the passageway here, and hauled it up to the passageway. God bless you in heaven, Craig. God bless all 100 classmates. Back then, the passageway was a haven for upperclassmen to hang out in. There was benches up there. So the place was packed with juniors and seniors, and Craig and his deer head had a captive audience. I kid you not, Cap pulls out a cigarette, lights it, sticks it in the mouth of that deer, and yep, wedges the deer head between the bottom of the ledge, right in that window right up there, bottom of the ledge and the windowsill. How about it? A deer head, smoking a cigarette, pretty as you please, looking out on the main street, witnessed by 100 students right in the heart of dear old Ottawa High. Well, it happened that science teacher, assistant football coach, and general great guy Ralph Nelson was walking through the passageway about the time that deer took its first puff. And thus the jig was up. Ralph pulled out the deer head out of the window and asked, where did it come from? This is the good part. I like this part. Without skipping the beat, classmate Everett Smith, God rest his soul, replied, it just flew in. The school administration never found out to the contrary. Cap was never caught, and I'll never forget Ralph walking through the passageway towards the main office with that confiscated deer head toting it by its antlers. You could tell Ralph wanted to laugh so hard about it and knew he didn't dare. Those were the days, my friends. How about it? A deer head lying in the iconic Ottawa High passageway, lighting up a cigarette and sticking his head out the window. You can't make that up. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. My name's Dan Iltz, proudly representing the Ottawa High class of 1971. Before we continue, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence in remembrance of the 100 deceased classmates of the class of 1971. We have a wreath over there, and what's on it?
There's 100 red and white carnations.
100 red and white carnations for the deceased classmates.
Signifying each deceased classmate.
It's in front of the east bench because the east bench inscription says, in the year 2021, the class of 1971 dedicates this bench to our deceased classmates, gone but not forgotten. Let's pause just for a moment to in remembrance of our deceased classmates. Thank you. We're here today for the dedication of the O area as a result of a simple suggestion posted on our Class of 71 Facebook page about 10 months ago. Last August, in the wake of the devastating windstorm that destroyed the trees out in front here, classmate Rose Biffany Varney, Rose, where are you at?
Here.
Classmate Rose Biffany Varney suggested on our Facebook page, how about the class donating money to the school to purchase new trees? Wow, Rose, wow. What a fantastic idea. So with the donations collected from the generous classmates and friends, we purchased 4 trees out there in front. Well, but because we received so many donations, we had money left over. So we contacted Superintendent Mike Cushing and asked if there was a project here at OTHS we could sponsor. Classmates and friends, what you see here today is a wonderful opportunity Dr. Cushing and Director of Operations and Maintenance Scott Clinch suggested for us. We immediately responded, you bet, we relish the suggestion. And thanks to many more generous donations, what was just a patch of grass here for years and a teacher's parking lot, the day that cigarette dropped out of that mouth of that deer, when Ralph pulled it out of the window, this used to be a teacher's parking lot, is now what you see today. 2 class benches, beautiful landscaping, a dedication plaque, and the cornerstone of the project, a class of 1971 Ottawa Fire stone, right next to the plaque. We're going to unveil the plaque in a minute. Today, 50 years from the day we graduated, just a few steps from here, over in Kingman Gym, the class of 71 proudly dedicates the O area to Ottawa Township High School. The plaque reads, I'll come back over, or I'll stay here. Can you hear me? The plaque reads, the class of 1971 dedicates the O area to all the faculty, staff, and students of Ottawa Township High School, past, present, and future. My notes are wet, sorry. Okay. The class of 71 would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone who's been involved in making this historic project a beautiful reality. And thank you to the OTHS faculty, staff, and school board for the incredible opportunity. Don Harris from our class is here. He's a school board member. I believe he's president. And Roger Am is here. Yeah.
Miss Ruther?
And I'm going to point out the teachers we had in school at the time. If I miss anybody, let me know. Gene Ruther, Ron Slack, Mick Clinch, and Jim Harris. All from teachers when we were in school. Did I get everybody off? Got everybody in the class? Teachers? You know, every time I drive, I'm getting emotional, I'm sorry. Every time I drive by now, every time I walk up here, this will serve as a reminder why we should be so proud to be members of the class of 71. And yes, while this was truly a team effort, you have no idea how much work Juanita or Eric Dixon did behind the scenes to turn this project from a dream into a reality. Let's please give a big round of applause to Juanita for everything she's done and everything she's done for the class of 71. Thank you. Over the course of a half century, the class of 71 has indeed followed the words of our school song, PEP. We have stayed ever loyal to Ottawa High. So with this dedication today, along with the donation for the new trees and the scholarship program that we presented to senior students every year for over 20 years, we are extremely honored and proud to proclaim that we, the class of 1971, has given back more to the school than any other class in the 143-year history of Ottawa Township High School. Yeah. Let it be said here and now, we are the best class in the history of the school.
Amen.
To paraphrase Senator Bobby Kennedy, who was tragically assassinated in 1968 as we were finishing up our freshman years here in these hallways, some see things as they are and say why. The class of 71 has dreamed of things that never were, and it said, why not? This, my friend, is the crowning jewel of that statement. As the inscription on the west bench over there states, the class is 71. To Ottawa, may we ever be true. Again, thanks for coming. Invited everybody over to Berta's Tap. Behind Berta's, there's a patio. Everybody knows Berta's Tap on Clinton Street. Appreciate everybody being here today, and this is great.
Our paths have crossed again, and I'm so glad to see you. I pictured I would be here to share with you today. I'm so grateful you could picture being here too. Love and perfect harmony in our Ottawa way. Picture this, where did we come from? What are we doing now? Picture this, where are we going? None of us can change the past. There were good times and bad times. Know all that we picture in our minds determines where we're going. Let us choose the good thoughts, and all will be okay. Picture this when